equals to vector divided by the modulus. Right? So A R12 is equal to R12 divided by R. This R is equals to mod of A R12. As we know that when we calculate the unit vector, the formula is vector divided by its modulus. So R12, that is the unit vector, AR12, that is the unit vector of the force of F12, that is defined by R12 by R. This R is equal to modulus of R12. Right? See, so this equation is equals to 112. Now we modify this Coulomb force by this equation 112. Right? So if we substituting this equation number 112 in the main equation, so F12 become Q1 Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught RQ into AR1, because R square is previously here is R square. So AR12 is equals to R12 by R. That's why if we put AR12's value R12 by R, so this equation becomes that. So F force of first charges with respect to second charges, that is F12 is equals to Q1 Q2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught RQ into AR12. Right? Now we know that R12 is equals to R2 minus R1. R12 is equals to, we know that R2 minus R1. So we put R12 is equals to R2 minus R1 by mod of R12. So mod of R12 we define as R2 minus R1, root over of R2 minus R1 square. Right? So this R12 we specify in with respect to position vector, that is vector divided by its modulus. So F12 is equals to Q1 Q2 into R2 minus R1 divided by mod of R2 minus R1 is Q. This R2 minus R1 is Q, that is root over of R2 minus R1 minus R2 modulus whole to the power Q. So this equation, this 114 is the vector representation equation of the Coulomb force Q1 and Q2. Vector representation of the equation of Q1 and Q2. Right? Okay. Okay. Clear to all? Clear to all?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now we go to some example how we can determine a Coulomb force between 2 point charges. Right? Okay. Now, example 1. The 2 point charges, one value is 1 microcoulomb and second value is minus 2 microcoulomb are located at a position vector, that is 3, 2, minus 1 and minus 4, minus 1, minus 1, 4 respectively. That means Q1 whose charge is 1 microcoulomb, that is located at in this position 3, 2, 1. That means x direction, that is 3, y direction, that is 2 and z direction, that is 1. This is the value of x, y, z. And the second charge, that is minus 2 microcoulomb, that is located at minus 1, minus 1, 4. That means the location of minus 2 microcoulomb charges, that is x is equals to minus 1, y is equals to minus 1, z is equals to 4 respectively. Now first we calculate our electric force on a 10 nanocoulomb charge, there are another third charge is there. Another third charge is there, that is whose value is 10 nanocoulomb and whose location is 42031. First we calculate it there. Then we calculate the field intensity. First we calculate the of force of these three charges, point charges. One is located at C2 -1, another is located at -1, -1, 4. Okay, so the charge, the force you have to calculate with respect to another point charges, that is 10 nanocoulomb, which is located as 031. Now we apply the Coulomb's force formula. So F is equals to, here we have to calculate the charges. We have to calculate the total charges of Q1 with respect to Q. That means we have to calculate the force of between 1 microcoulomb with respect to 10 nanocoulomb, plus we have to calculate the force of 2 minus 2 microcoulomb with respect to 10 nanocoulomb. That means here are 2 point charges. We have to calculate the 2 forces and then we add, because there are two different point charges. So first we have to calculate the force between 1 microcoulomb with respect to 10 nanocoulomb, and then we calculate the force between 2 microcoulomb with respect to 10 nanocoulomb. Right? So 10 nanocoulomb is the common for both, because 10 nanocoulomb is the another point charges with whose respect we have to calculate the force between 1 microcoulomb and -2 microcoulomb. Right? Now, according to Coulomb's law, we know that force F is equals to Q1 Q2 by 4 pi epsilon naught R square into AR. It is the basic equation. Now, this is the basic equation between the 2 point charges. This is the basic equation of the 2 point charges, right? Now, if we calculate the 2 different force with respect to another force, then the equation will be represent in a summation form, because we have 2 different points. One is Q1 and another is Q2. That's why the equation is modified to F is equals to summation of K is equals to 1 to 2, because here we have only 2 point charges. That's why K is equal to 1 to 2. If there we have n numbers of charges, then is equals to K is equal to 1 to n. Right? So F is equals to Q into Qk divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R square into AR. Right? Now, if we represent in a vector form, so the equation becomes summation of K is equal to 1 to 2 Qa R minus Rk divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus Rk cube. Right? Now we vary the value of K. Now, if we vary the value of K, we put at first K is equal to 1 and then K is equal to 2. So equation will be for 2 point charges Q1, this is not R1, this is R. Okay, that's Q. This R2 is equal to R. Right? This Q1 R minus R1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus R1 cube. This is for the force for the first point charges, that is 1 microcoulomb with respect to 10 nanocoulomb. This is the equation. And plus Q2 R minus R2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus R2 cube. Right? Okay. Now, this capital Q is the our respected point charge, whose respect we calculate the force, that is Q is equal to 10 nanocoulomb, 10 nanocoulomb, that is 10 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb. Right? Our first point charge whose force is to be calculated, that is Q1. Q1 is equals to 1 microcoulomb, that is 1 into 10 to the power minus 3, that means 10 to the power minus 3 coulomb. Right? And Q2 is equal to the second. Q2 is equal to the second charges, that is minus 2 microcoulomb, that is minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 3. That means minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 coulomb. And value of epsilon, we already know that is value of epsilon is equal to 8.8 into 54 into 10 to the power minus 12. Right? Now, value of R1 and R2. The value of R will be this value 0, C, 1. That means value of R is the position vector of the Q, whose value is 0, 3, 1. Value of R1 is the position vector of the point charge Q1, whose value is 3, 2, minus 1. And small r2, that is represent the position vector of Q2, whose value is minus 1, and 4. Right? Now we put the value of position vector to here. Okay. So F is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught. Okay. Q1 is equals to 10 to the power Q, that is this one, into R minus R1. This is R. This is not R2. This is R. So value of R, whose position vector is 0, 3, 1, minus value of the position vector R1, that is 3, 2, minus 1, divided by we have already common 4 pi epsilon, Q 4 pi epsilon common. So in the denominator part, that is mod of R minus R1 Q. So R minus R1 Q is equals to 0, 3, minus 1, minus of 3, 2, minus 1, mod whose Q, minus Q2. Q2's value is minus 2 into 10 to the power Q, then R minus R2, position vector. So the R is equal to 3, 1, 0, 3, 1, minus of minus 1, minus 4, minus 1, minus 1, minus 4, that is R minus R2, divided by the mod of R minus R2's Q. That means 0, 3, minus 1, minus 1, minus 1, 4 to the power Q. Right? Okay. Now, if we calculate it, okay, so first we calculate this distance between the two position vector, that is R1 and R2. So 0 minus 3, that is equal to minus 3, 3 minus 2, that is equal to 1, 1 minus of minus 1, that is 2, right? Okay. So similarly, the denominator also minus 3, 1, 2, whose mod, then R minus R2, that is 0 minus of minus 1, that is 1, right? 3 minus of minus 1, that is 4, and 1 minus of minus 4, that is minus 3. Then the denominator part, that is mod of 1, 4, minus 3, whose Q, right? Okay. Now we can put the value of Q 4 pi epsilon naught, okay, in this value. So epsilon naught equals to 8.8 into 10 to the power minus 12. So 8.8 into 10 to the in upper portion 10 to the power 12, right? Okay. Now we common 10 to the power q in both these two parts. Okay, and this is 10 to the power minus 8. Now we calculate it the value of vector, that is the magnitude component. Now the modulus of this is equal to root under 3 square 9 1 square 1 plus 4 2 square. So that is equal to 14 root 14, and here that is 26 root 26. Now after calculating this, the force F represents in vector form. The force represents in vector form, that is equals to minus of 6 approximately minus 6.5 AX minus 3.8 AY plus 7.5 AZ. That is the value of the force between the Q1 and Q2 with respect to this 10 nanocoulomb force, right? Okay, clear to all? Clear to all? Clear to all?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Now, next we move to our next topic. Okay, with respect to Coulomb force, that is called electric field intensity. Electric field intensity. Okay, the definitions of electric field intensity, that is that the electric field intensity or electric field strength, it uh, is represented by capital E. That is the force per unit charge when placed in a electrostatic field. So the definition of electric field intensity, the definitions of electric field intensity or electric field strength E, that is given by the force per unit charge. Force per unit charge. Force per unit charge is defined as electric field intensity when it placed in a electrostatic field. So force per unit charge, that is the electric field intensity. So mathematically it is denoted as E is equals to F by Q. Mathematically it is denoted as E is equals to F by Q. Straightforward equation of electric field intensity, capital E is equals to F by Q. F is the force and Q is the charge. But force per unit charge, that is defined the electric field intensity. That means the value of Q is equal to unity. Another equation of electric field intensity, that is defined by equation number 115. That is represented as capital E is equal to limit Q tends to 0. It is not 0 but tends to 0. That means the value of the Q is very small, and value of the Q is very small with respect to the force with respect to that charges whose value is very small. That defines the electric field strength or electric field intensity. Right? Okay. Now the electric field intensity, that is capital E, is the direction of the force that is measured in Newton per Coulomb, because the force unit, that is SI unit, that Newton, Q is equals to charge is equal to Coulomb, so Newton per Coulomb, right? Or it is volt per meter. Now, the electric field intensity, if we define in vector form, because every force have a direction, so if electric field intensity that is defined in vector form, so how we can represent it? So if electric field intensity at a point r, small r, due to a point charges whose position vector is r dot, right? Whose position vector is r dot. Okay, then the electric field intensity is defined as capital E is equals to Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into AR. Right? I will explain again. The electric field intensity is force per unit charge. Now the electric field intensity at a point R. In that point, the Q is equals to 1 unity. Due to another point charges whose value is Q and which is located at R dot location, then the electric field intensity, that is defined by Q, force per unit charge. So first we have to calculate the equation of the electric force. So that is equal to Q into Q1, whose Q1 value is equal to 1. That's why Q by 4 pi epsilon naught r square into AR. R is the direction vector. So this R again we explain in vector by its modulus. So the vector AR is equals to capital R minus R dot, because one point whose location is R, whose position vector, and another charge whose position vector is R dot. So the vector will be R minus R dot divided by its modulus. So R minus R dot mod Q. So the equation number 117, that represents the electric field intensity of a point which is located at R with respect to a point charges R dot. Right? Now that equation number 117 is the represent the electric field intensity between 2 points. Now, if in a field there are n number of points are there, right? N numbers of point charges are there, Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, dot 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 Qn, and whose location or whose vector location is small r1, small r2, small r3, dot 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 small rn. Then we calculate the electric field intensity at a point whose position vector is r. This equation number 117, we have to calculate the electric field intensity with respect to one point. Right? But if we have n number of points, Q1, Q2, dot 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 Qn, that is the point charges. And whose location is R1, location means vector location. R1, small r1, that means Q1, whose vector location is small r1, Q2, whose vector location is small r2, Q3, whose vector location is small r3, dot 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 qn whose vector location is small rn. Then this equation number 117 is modified to this equation number 118 because it is the summation of the electric field intensity of every point. Summation of the electric field intensity of every point. So, if we calculate the electric field intensity for Q1, then the formula will be Q1 into R minus R1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught R minus R1Q from equation number 117, right? So, the distance with respect to R, small r, that is R minus R1 for the first point charges. So, the electric field intensity of the first point charges, that is given by Q1 into R minus R1 whole divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus R1Q. Similarly, if we calculate the electric field intensity with respect to Q2 point, so the equation will be Q2 into R minus R2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod R minus R2Q. Similarly, if we calculate the Q3, then this will be Q3 into R minus R3 whole divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus R3Q. Dot dot dot. If you calculate Qn, n number of force, then Qn R minus Rn whole divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus Rnq. Right? Now, if we summarize this equation, then it will be written in a standard form. That will be E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught, 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught summation of k is equals to 1 to n, summation of k is equals to 1 to n qk r minus rk divided by mod of r, small r minus small rk cube. So, equation number 118, that is the equation for the electric field intensity of n number of point charges whose point charges value are q1, q2 dot 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 qn and whose vector location is r1, r2, r3 dot 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 rn. So, equation number, that is E is equals to 1 by 4 pi epsilon naught summation of k is equals to 1 to n qk r minus rk whole divided by mod of r minus rk cube. That is the standard equation for the point charges, standard equation of the electric field intensity of the n number of point charges. Okay, got my points clear? Clear to all? Now we go to some one example. It will be clear to all. The examples said that the 2 point charges, one value is 1 microcoulomb and second value is minus 2 microcoulomb. 1 microcoulomb is located at a position vector that is 3, 2 and minus 1. Second, is located as -1, -1, -1, 4 respectively. And we have to calculate the electric field intensity at a point charge Q 10 nanocoulomb whose vector location is 0, 3, 1. So we have to calculate the electric field intensity of 2 points Q1 and Q2. Okay, that is 1 microcoulomb and -2 microcoulomb, millicoulomb, not okay. With respect to another standard point charges whose value is 10 nanocoulomb, right? So we know that the electric field intensity at a point, the standard equation of electric field intensity, that is capital E is equals to F by Q. Capital E is equals to F by Q, right? Now, so we have to determine the force, electric force on 10 nanocoulomb charge with respect to 2 point charges 1 microcoulomb and -2 microcoulomb, right? So we have to apply our standard formula. So F is equal to summation of K is equal to 1 to 2 QQK 4 pi epsilon naught R square into air. So we have to written as summation of K is equal to 1 to 2 QQK R minus RK divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus RKQ, right? So it is the vector form of the force, right? Now we exercise this summation, that means it is the summation of the two force. In first case, that is K is equal to 1, second case K is equal to 2. So if we extract this summation, we get Q1 R minus R1 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus R1Q plus Q2 R minus R2 divided by 4 pi epsilon naught mod of R minus R2Q, right? Okay, now our value of Q is equals to our reference charge, that is 10 nanocoulomb, whose value is 10 into 10 to the power minus 9 coulomb, right? Now Q1 whose value is 1 microcoulomb, that means 10 to the power minus 3 coulomb, and Q2 whose value is minus 2, that is millicoulomb, it is millicoulomb, okay, minus 2 millicoulomb, that is 10 minus 2 into 10 to the power minus 3 coulomb. Value of epsilon 8.85 into 10 to the power minus 12. Now the position vector of Q, reference charge, that is equals to 0, 3, 1. Position vector of R1, that is position vector of Q1, that is equals to 0, 3, 2, minus 1. And position vector of that is R2, that is -1, -1, 4, right? Okay, now we put this value in our standard for equation. So F is equals to 10 into 10 to the power minus 9, 4 pi epsilon naught 10 to the power Q into, that is R minus R1 divided by R minus R1 mod Q plus, it is for the first force for Q1, and the second force, that is minus 2 into 10 to the power Q minus Q, that is R minus R2, 0, 3, 1 minus of -1, -1, 4 all divided by 0, 3, 1 minus of -1 4 mod q. So this is the first force, this is the second force. So after calculating and adding these two forces, okay, we get a electric force that is standard, that is given by, that is minus 3ax plus minus 3ax plus ay plus 2z, that is minus 3 is the magnitude component of the x direction, that is minus 3 into x. So vector will be minus 3ax plus ay plus 2z. Second vector, that is minus 2 into ax minus 8 into ay into minus plus 6 into az divided by this magnitude, that is 52.38, that is this magnitude 132.57. So after dividing, we get our standard force. Standard force F is equals to minus 6.5 ax minus 3.8 ay plus 7.5 az millinewton. So these are the force of 10th nanocoulomb with respect to 2 point q1 and q2. Right? Now we calculate the electric field intensity E. Right? So the electric field intensity at the point Q, whose vector location is 0, 3, 1, is E is equals to F by Q. We know that standard form, standard equation. So F is equals to, we have already calculated the force, that is 6.5 into AX plus 3.8 into AY plus 7.5 into AZ millinewton divided by our value of Q, that is our standard value, reference value, that is 10 nanocoulomb. So 10 into 10 to the power minus 9, right? Okay, so this will be, yes.
Sir, can you please conclude today's class? Actually, we need to join a meet.
But, okay. No. Because class meet.
Sir, we were called by our mentor, so that is why. Okay.
Just you give me the attendance fast in chat box. Give me the attendance fast chat box. I will continue this class and solve the numerical example in tomorrow's class. Tomorrow I will take the two class from 2:10 to 4. Okay. My 11:30 class will be